Abraham was a person who worshipped the Lord. Abraham was a person who obeyed the Lord. But in the middle of the journey, the Bible clearly says there was a famine in the land. Does it not look odd? How can somebody who has been called with a word of blessing suddenly suffer a scarcity, suddenly suffer a famine? A worshipper he was, an obedient person he was. Why a person who was such a faithful one, who followed the Lord, who obeyed his command instantly, goes through or enters into a land where there is a grievous or severe scarcity or famine? Famine in the life of faithful people, yes, it does come. They are not spared of famine. Isaiah chapter 58 goes like this. Isaiah chapter 58:11. And the Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones, and thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose waters fail not. So God is making a provision to his own people, to his faithful one, and he's saying, I will satisfy not your stomach, not your body, not your mind, but he's saying, I'll satisfy your soul. In which period? Not when everything is plenty. In famine, in drought, when there is scarcity. My dear brother, my dear sister, as children of God, as people of God today, maybe you and I could be living in a country. As I said, famine is something which affects almost the whole country. Like, as a child of God, you and I will be led through a path of famine in our life. But be of good cheer. Don't fear. God makes a provision even in famine. Just because famine comes, don't go in the corner and be crying or weeping or lamenting or wondering as to what I did was right, as to whether I have done something wrong in my life. At the end of the famine or in the middle of the famine, God blessed his own people. God showed to them that how faithful is he to them. Even though the country was facing a famine, even though the city was facing a famine, even though the family was going through a tough time, God will lift the horn of his own people. God will preserve his chosen ones. God will guard his children. Hallelujah. I will satisfy thy soul in drought. That is a promise of God. If only you are a faithful one. Hallelujah.